What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to ECT Vision. And we're back with another video about the craziness that's going on in these Democrat ran cities. One of them is the infamous Chicago, Illinois, where we have five shot and three in critical condition, including a 2-year-old child that was shot in this incident. So let's go ahead and roll the news clip. But before we get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video. It will help out a lot with the shadow banning that big tech has gotten on me. They already banned my Instagram and my Facebook, so I'm no longer able to make content. And also the last thing, if you want to support the channel, go to ectvision.store and get you some merchandise, sort of like the one we have right there, that goat t-shirt, which is what I got on right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Much some breaking news to get to right now. Two more mass shootings in Chicago. They both happened less than 24 hours after a shooting involving a 2-year-old.
Let's go to Nate Rogers, who is live with the details. Nate.
That's right, guys. Earlier today, my father, Michael Flager, saying that we must hold the city responsible to lead conversations on solutions for the ongoing violence. He's also saying that we're seeing a lot of dreams being gone with the violence continuing to happen. Now, the latest shooting happening today in the Gresham neighborhood around 12 noon. 4 men and 1 woman are the latest gunshot victims on the south side. Their ages range from 27 to 50 years old. The shooting happened at 70th and Justine, right in front of a Justine food market. Now, police say the victims were standing outside the convenience store when a silver sedan pulled up. 3 people got out of the car and started firing gunshots at the group. The shooters then left the area. Father Michael Flager went to the scene after the incident and said there needs to be an urgent conversation on solutions to end Chicago's ongoing gun violence. Take a listen.
Now, y'all heard that, and they've been asking about what they're going to do about this gun violence. And Lori Lightfoot, she is the spinneroni queen. She'll just spin around that damn question and never answer it. We've seen what she said before about the gun violence, and it's almost like she doesn't care. One time she said she wants to put up some nighttime basketball and activities so the kids can play. First of all, kids shouldn't be outside playing no damn basketball or going to the damn park. She just literally said she wanted to create a park as well. Kids shouldn't be outside doing that at nighttime. And excuse me. And even if you did do that, um, are you gonna put bulletproof glass around these areas so these children don't get shot from the multiple drive-bys and murders and homicides that happens in your city? But anyway, let's continue.
You sit down, listen, talk to them, young people on the street, church leaders, residents, seniors, everybody sit down, find out, talk, and engage their community and come up with a plan for their communities, 15 neighborhoods. But nobody's calling on those neighborhoods.
Now, 3 of those victims right now are listed in critical condition, 2 victims listed in good condition. We're live on the South Side Area 6 headquarters. Nate Rogers, Fox 32 News.
Thank you, Nate.
Now, you saw that. I don't know, man. I feel like this is never going to stop until they get a new mayor. They need to get a mayor that's going to be hard on the crime and not trying to be lenient because the people who are committing the crimes are black. Sorry, but they need a little more structure and discipline in these democratic cities. But let's keep going because the madness doesn't stop. I have another clip I want to share with you guys before we get out of here today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video, and so we can keep this content rolling, because like I said, the shadow ban is real. And make sure you go to ectvision.store and support the channel by getting you some patriotic t-shirts like the one you see right here in the back. But let's continue.
Thanks for joining us. New details give us a closer look into the past of a man accused of killing 3 people at a country club in Kennesaw, including a well-known golf pro. This is the new mugshot for Brian Rhoden. Cobb County Police arrested him yesterday for Saturday's killings. CBS 46's Rebecca Schramm live at the Cobb County Jail right now. Rebecca, you've been uncovering a ton of information this morning, including an interview we did with him a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and Karen, I'm going to show you that in just a minute, but I want to tell you, it turns out the suspect was not on the loose for all that long. He was actually arrested in Chamblee on a DUI just hours after the murders. Now, I want to give you a look at the mugshot. This is the most recent one we have of him. He was transferred here to the jail overnight. It was most likely fingerprints from that DUI that allowed investigators to connect the dots. And that's not all I'm uncovering. According to the arrest warrant, investigators believe when 23-year-old Brian Rhoden drove onto the golf course at the Pine Tree Country Club Saturday, 2 men he had kidnapped, 76-year-old Paul Pearson and 46-year-old Henry Valdez, were tied up and concealed in the covered bed of the pickup truck. The warrant shows detectives believe Rhoden had bound their hands, legs, and mouth with tape. When the club's golf course manager, Gene Siller, went to figure out why the truck was on the course, according to police, that's when Rhoden shot and killed him. The warrant shows Rhoden also shot and killed the kidnapped men, although it's not clear whether that was before or after Siller stumbled upon the crime scene. I've learned Rhoden is a 2015 graduate of Campbell High School in Smyrna, where he played football and ran track. From there.
Now here's the funny part. Holy cow. Here's the funny part about this particular part right here where they talk about he was a graduate and a football player. I remember back in the day, Black people complained about the negative image that they showed whenever a Black person commit a crime. I mean, what the fuck do you want them to talk about? Do you want them to talk about all the flowers and shit that they was bringing after this man committed a triple fucking homicide? And then on top of that, he has a extensive jail record. Yeah, I think that's important to point out because it says a lot about the laws that we have in this country that I feel are too lenient on criminals like this. But let's continue.
He went to Georgia State University, where in 2016, he ran into trouble. As we reported, he was accused of trying to sell marijuana to 2 teenagers and then getting into a shootout with them. At the time, I spoke with some GSU freshmen who lived in the same dorm.
We know of him, we see him around and stuff like that.
I think maybe he lives here.
He does.
He's very popular. He was charged with several felonies, but then released on a signature bond. There's no record of a conviction. A Fulton County court spokesman tells me.
He was released on a signature bond. Now, I've never heard of that, but I kind of got an idea what it is.
Those records are now sealed, but he couldn't say why. Georgia does have what's called the First Offender Act, which gives defendants with no felony record a second chance. Fast forward to December.
I think that's a mistake, to be honest. In some cases, I guess in some cases it is a mistake. In some, it may not be. I know my brother, he got off with that, but I feel like some of these people just need to stay in there. You giving them these second chances and then they go out and do shit like this. But then again, who knows? Even if he would have went to jail for 3-4 years, it probably wouldn't have stopped him from killing this man, or killing these men that he killed. But let's keep going.
Of 2019, when one of our colleagues interviewed Rhoden about holiday shopping, not knowing about his GSU case, asking him about the crowded mall.
It is a lot of maneuvering through the corners, you know.
The latest was from June. It features his album called Made It Out. He also shows off some of his live performances. The latest posted 2 days before the murder. And a sheriff's office spokesman tells me that the hearing for Rhoden is scheduled for 8 o'clock tonight here at the jail. Live in Cobb County, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News. Rebecca, we will stay on top.
And you wonder why they look at us a certain way. I mean, you saw the way he was dressing. You saw the dreads and all of that stuff. I mean, this is why they look at black people a certain type of way when they look like that. I was always told to not get braids and dreads and shit like that because it would make me look a certain type of way. And to be honest, I agree. They was probably saw that man on the golf course and he was probably scoping them out the whole time and they probably thought nothing of it because they're probably taught, these white men that he killed were probably taught not to discriminate. Well, I don't think that's discrimination when you look at somebody and think, something's not right about this kid. I think everybody has a right to make a good judgment of character by the way a person looks. You dress like a thug, I'm probably going to watch out for you as well as a black man. But anyway, if you like this content, like, share, and subscribe. Drop your comments and your thoughts below. I just wanted to show this craziness that's going on in these democratic cities because this stuff is ridiculous. It's more stuff that I'll be covering, but I'll be doing another video later on tonight. So y'all be looking out for that. But anyway, hope you guys have a good one and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.